Welcome back, Culers. Things are heating up behind the scenes at FC Barcelona, and today's episode is packed with explosive updates you won't want to miss. Joan Laporta is dreaming big with a shock €120 million move for Erling Haaland if he wins re-election. Could the Norwegian goal machine really end up at Camp Nou? Meanwhile, Barcelona's summer clear-out continues as Fermin Lopez and Marc Casado face uncertain futures, and Oriol Romeu is on the verge of a contract termination. Plus, Marcus Rashford's new role under Hansi Flick, the final squad decisions for 2025-26, and what it all means for Barcelona's La Liga title push. There's a lot to break down, so let's dive into the chaos at Can Barça. Barcelona president Joan Laporta is plotting a move for the Manchester City striker Erling Haaland if he is re-elected to the post. According to a report by Spanish outlet Fichajes, Joan Laporta will prioritize a €120 million move for Manchester City star Erling Haaland. It will be interesting to see if the Premier League giants are prepared to sanction his departure. Haaland is an indispensable asset for them, and he has been exceptional for them in the Premier League. He is undoubtedly one of the best strikers in the world, and it would be a major coup if Barcelona managed to sign him. They need to start planning for the future, and Holland would be the ideal long-term replacement for Robert Lewandowski. The Polish international is in the twilight stages of his career, and Barcelona need to start thinking about potential replacements. Meanwhile, Holland has proven himself in the Premier League and he could be tempted to try out a new challenge. The opportunity to join one of the biggest clubs in the world will be exciting for him. Barcelona could be an attractive destination. It will be interesting to see if Laporta is re-elected. Signing the Manchester City striker will not be easy. The citizens will demand a substantial amount of money for him, and the player is likely to command massive wages as well. Barcelona have limited resources, and they have struggled financially in the last few years. It remains to be seen whether they can arrange the funds for the Manchester City striker. Holland would improve Barcelona. There is no doubt that the Norwegian international is a world-class player and that he is still quite young. He will only improve with coaching and experience. Holland is destined to be a superstar, and he could help Barcelona win major trophies in the near future. If they manage to get the deal done, it would be a huge statement from the Spanish champions. It will be interesting to see how the situation develops over the next few months. Meanwhile, Manchester City will be hoping to win major trophies consistently, and they cannot afford to sell their best players. It will not be easy to convince them to sell the Norwegian striker. Manchester United could be handed a major boost in their pursuit of Fermin Lopez, as Barcelona might be open to selling the talented midfielder. Reports from Spain suggest that Barcelona are considering letting go of a few players this summer, and Fermin Lopez is one of the names on the list. New manager Hansi Flick is reportedly willing to part ways with a midfielder or two in order to help the club raise funds. Barcelona's current squad is stacked with young talent, many of whom have come through the club's famed La Masia Academy. Fermin Lopez had an impressive season last year, showing real promise, but he could still be sacrificed due to the club's ongoing financial issues. With new signings like Marcus Rashford and Joan Garcia arriving, the pressure is on Barcelona to make room, not just in the squad but in the budget too. They need to secure the registration of their new players, and selling someone like Lopez could help ease that process. Manchester United, who have been keeping tabs on the 21-year-old, might now sense a real opportunity to make a move. A formal offer could soon be on the cards, especially if Barca show clear signs that they're ready to do business. The pre-season tour has shown that Gavi has taken over Lopez's position in Flick's system, and he might be the preferred starter ahead of the new campaign. Flick has already suggested the midfield looks overloaded with options, as Barcelona may consider selling someone like Lopez to raise funds that may prove crucial in the end, despite the midfielder having a season where he produced 18 goals and assists last season. Manchester United and Fermin Lopez boost. Manchester United are reportedly preparing a €70 million offer for Fermin Lopez, and with Barcelona possibly open to selling, the timing could be perfect. The Red Devils are said to be seriously considering a move for the young midfielder, and with Barca needing funds, this could be their chance to strike. It's still unclear whether the Spanish giants would accept an offer of that size, but their willingness to listen could give United an advantage in the race. That said, United's top priority remains signing a world-class striker, a true number 9, and much of their summer budget may be focused on that deal. However, a move for Lopez isn't off the table just yet. If United manage to raise cash through outgoing transfers, they could still make a late push to land the Barcelona talent before the transfer window closes. Barcelona head coach Hansi Flick has dropped something of a hint regarding his plans for new signing Marcus Rashford this season. This, of course, comes fresh off the Englishman opening his account in Blaugrana colors. Rashford was for his part introduced off the bench on Monday, as Barcelona rounded out the club's pre-season tour of Asia in a friendly meeting with FC Tegu. And the 27-year-old went on to make his presence firmly felt, netting a fine goal en route to a 5-0 triumph. Despite previous claims that he would only be utilized out wide in Catalonia's capital this coming season, against Tegu, Rashford played through the middle. Speaking to the media on the back of his side's victory, boss Hansi Flick was therefore drawn on his plans for the recent arrival in his squad. And the German tactician went on to confirm. He can play as a number 9 or as a winger, he knows how to play both roles. Of course, we've changed a few things to avoid issues. It gives us more options, and that's what matters. With their Asia trip done and dusted, albeit at the cost of the entire team facing fatigue and jet lag, Barcelona are now bracing themselves for the new season. The club have performed brilliantly during pre-season so far and are confident of registering their new signings, Joan Garcia, Rooney Bargi and Marcus Rashford. Barcelona closed their roster for the new season. Keeping that in mind, Barcelona appear to have completed their squad building for the season ahead and are not expected to tinker too much with the squad. This is according to AS, which suggests that Barcelona have finalized the squad for the 2025-26 campaign. The club believe they have adequate depth in the team, with every position being covered by at least 2 players and in some instances even 3. So, even though there were some suggestions of another new addition, none will be made. Barcelona, though, would ideally like to cut down on surpluses, which is why players such as Andreas Christensen and Marc Casado have been linked with a move away from the club. That said, the Catalans have not officially put anyone up for sale, though they are open to listening to offers if an attractive proposal comes along. The case of Casado is very interesting, as the young midfielder may no longer enjoy the same prominence in the Barcelona team last season. This is due to 2 key factors: the return of Marc Bernal, who is regarded as the more favorable option despite his lack of experience, and Gavi's return to form. Gavi has, in fact, been one of Barcelona's best players in pre-season and may even challenge Frenkie de Jong's role as a first-team regular next season. Keeping that in mind, Casado's future may still be open. But other than that, Barcelona's squad for next season is closed, with no meaningful signings or departures expected. Barcelona must continue getting players off their books if they are to be able to register new signing Joan Garcia and Marcus Rashford. And one that will be leaving before the end of the summer is Oriol Romeu. Romeu was left out of Barcelona's squad for the pre-season tour of Japan and South Korea, having been told by Hansi Flick that he is still not counted on for the upcoming season. Because of this, it is taken for granted that he will depart before the summer transfer window closes at the start of September, especially with clubs interested in signing him. Barcelona are prepared to let Romeu leave without recouping any transfer fee, which underlines the club's stance that he is not counted on. And this has now been reiterated further. As per MD, Romeu will terminate his Barcelona contract when he has found a new club, with the 2 parties currently still in negotiations over the matter. Once this is concluded, the 33-year-old will be able to continue his career elsewhere, as he aims to put a disappointing 2-year period behind him. Barcelona very happy with Romeu's professionalism. While his teammates have been in Japan and South Korea, Romeu has been doing individual work at Barcelona's training complex, and this continued on Tuesday upon Flick's squad touching back down in Catalonia following the pre-season tour. During this period, he has shown exemplary professionalism, which has pleased many club officials. Romeu's situation is expected to be clarified in the coming weeks. Real Oviedo and Girona are 2 of the clubs currently interested in signing him, and once an agreement is reached with one of them, or anyone else that enters the race, Barcelona are expected to finalize a mutual contract termination, thus allowing him to leave as a free agent. So Keulers, with Laporta eyeing Holland, Fermin Lopez attracting Premier League attention, and Oriol Romeu already packing his bags, the winds of change are blowing through Barcelona once again. Hansi Flick seems confident with the squad he's built, but with the registration race still ongoing, don't rule out more twists before the window slams shut. If you enjoyed the update, don't forget to like the video, drop your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for all the latest from Camp Nou. We've got more transfer drama, tactical breakdowns and match previews on the way, so stay tuned. Visca el Barça.